Yes, Sonny Trinidad.
Sonny
He
Trinidad.
does great work. He's fantastic.
I'd forgotten about him.
Yes, Sonny Trinidad.
Again.
There's so many of those guys that are so easily forgotten that were like workhorses back during the day. Trinidad did multiple Savage Swords. I think he inked a lot, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
He inked over everybody. He's right up there with Ernie Chua and
Alcala, all those people.
Pablo Marcos.
All those Pablo Marcos. Yeah.
Love Pablo Marcos's work.
Yep. Coming in, folks. We're live. Chat's live. Join us.
He knew when to keep it simple.
Yeah.
If you haven't got it, I'll let you have it for 650 quid.
Okay. Bargain.
Bargain at twice the price.
Let's have a look at the cover again. I've got one that's an English version of it, I think. Where is it?
This is
Comics by Night, folks. Come on in.
It's really bad. Yeah, Savage Sword of Conan. This is a British
22.
one.
Number 23.
It's got
23. Yeah, that's same art. Yeah.
Yeah, same art, but I don't think it's the same thing.
This is the American one. It's got
this is 19.
It's got a 30p sticker on it, but it's got a $1 printed.
I've got the first 10 from America.
Hey, Skip, we're just coordinating our Savage Sword collections.
Yeah.
Before we get to the
I've got some others as well. I'll dig them out and see what I've got.
Dig them out.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Much better shape than mine. I think mine's spine is all
I tell you what, I was shocked at what great shape this was in, actually. Yeah.
Gonna have to get yourself a little comic box and some magazine bags.
Well, the trouble is I like leaving them here so I can read them.
I understand completely.
Yeah, if you put them in boxes and bags, you leave them alone, don't you?
Not the same.
You never read them. No.
I got
Captain Britain collection there as well. So.
I got like 6 milk crates. None of them are in bags and boards. They're just sitting flat in the milk crate.
Brilliant.
I found. Just give you this. Show you this. I mean, you can see this. The love that this has been given. If you can see it, can you see it?
Oh, I'm gonna blow you up here. Give me a second.
Can you see that the cover coming off?
Oh,
yeah. What number is that?
This is number 136 from September 1965.
Wow.
This is the very issue that my brother came home with that started me on Marvel Comics and Jack Kirby and all that. And
there you go.
I said to him, "Have they got any more?" And he said they do. So he came home with this one.
Oh,
excellent.
And this one. There's a few others as well, but I'm not sure where they are. But that one.
Fabulous.
It has a removable cover.
Like your New Gods one. Yeah.
Yeah. And this the end of Hydra.
God.
Yeah.
Excellent.
My New Gods one. Yeah, that's got a removable cover. Look at this one. This is the one I bought in 1967. On deck number 1.
Oh, there you are.
Look at that.
Is that a Kirby or Marie Severin cover?
It's a Kirby. Kirby. I think she inked it, but
because look at that cat.
Yeah. Yeah. And, it's Kirby and Frank Giacoya artwork on the silver burper.
Wow, look at that.
Silver burper. You don't get better than that. Yeah.
It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Nowadays, they'd be afraid to do that because they'd be afraid the readership would confuse continuity or something.
Something stupid.
Confuse continuity? Are you having a laugh?
There's my New Gods number 1 with the removable cover.
There it is. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And it's got somebody's signature on it.
I was going to say, you might give some thought to having that framed.
Yeah, maybe. There you go. It's got somebody's signature on it.
Oh, wow.
The cover mounted next to the cover.
Yeah, next to the what a great
with
thing
the signature.
That would be. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a great frame.
So yeah, lots of stuff. I'm gonna have to archive it properly, or and then sell it. I think let somebody else enjoy it.
There's too much stuff there that you'd miss. That whole notebook, you'd never move. You'd never get rid of that. That's got too much nostalgia attached to it.
That's only a portion of it, so. But anyway, Anyway.
Yeah, come on in, folks. We're here, Comics by Night. Thanks for joining us. We're just sorting out our collections here. I still have to go through my comics one of these days. One of these days. The wife's got more long boxes than I do. So by about, I would say about 10 to 1.
Wow.
That's a lot of comics.
Well, I met her working at a comic shop.
Yeah, you said,
Yeah. I'd gotten to a point in my relationships that I'd kind of sworn off women for a while and just not interested. And she came in and got me interested again. So there we go.
The power of comics, folks.
Yeah. Went to see Beetlejuice and was moved in within a week.
I think you've told us that story before, and I think it's great that
I've married ever since.
I think it's great that you went to see one of the worst films ever made, and you're still together. You didn't let that come between you.
Do you know what? I love the diversity of taste in our panel.
Well, I have to say, my first weekend adventure with a girl, we ended up going to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band at the theater. Didn't watch the movie much, but
with the Bee Gees in it.
With the Bee Gees and Peter Frampton.
I've never seen it. I've been warned off it for 50
years.
Don't watch
it. Saved yourself a lot of torture, I'm telling you.
And it's the same one was in the arts. My sister said to me, "Have you seen the new Thunderbirds film, the Jonathan Frakes film?"
Don't do it.
And I said no, and she said, "Don't do it."
Don't even watch the trailer.
I've never seen it.
So did your wife say Zimmerman 3 times and you turned up?
No. No, but it was more like, hey, I've got a son, you've got a daughter. Why don't we take them bowling?
It just conjured you up like Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm. No, at the time I was working at a bookstore and, doing comics, and I had a ponytail that went all the way down to the middle of my back.
Best comic book ever.
Yeah.
Oh dear. We best run the titles.
And I wasn't looking, but I was happy to find it. So
there's a song about that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's the opening. Maybe. Here we are. No, let's do that. Let's not do that. We'll do this.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time with theory.
I did find a great clip for a new opening. So we might have a Comics by Night opening, a different Comics by Night opening coming soon. Do you want to see the clip?
Comics by Night, otherwise known as the Boomer Show.
Yeah, the Boomer Show.
Yeah.
You want to see the clip?
Go on.
Yeah.
Hey, listen up, little fucker. I'm trying to give you some ancestor teaching too.
Yeah.
I'd give you some ancestor teachings here. I got to clip that better, but every time I keep clipping it, I can't get that here in correctly. So that last here. But anyway, Comics by Night, folks. Thanks for joining us. We got a great book to look over. I am your host, Randy Zimmerman. Did Arrow Comics for many, many years. In fact, I'm working right now on a kind of a field guide or a study guide for or style guide for my first comic I had printed back in 1985 called Tales from the Anniverse. And I'm up to 30 pages. So that may be available soon. We're going to collect all of that Anniverse stuff together into an omnibus. That's on the list, hopefully, for this year. But before that, we're writing the Atlantean for Russ Leach to draw. He's currently in the middle of issue 4, The Adventures of Cole and Brule as they travel the land, a great sword and sorcery tales looking to eradicate their world of shape-shifting lizard people. Demons, I should say. Shape-shifting lizard demons. Issue 4 will be available in March. We're going to campaign that in March over at fundmycomic.com. So be on the lookout for that. Russ has more information on that when we get around to him. But first, we'll have Glenn Fleming introduce himself. Glenn, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name's Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. I write books like this one, this Jack Kirby book, which details my visits to see the great man and his beautiful, gorgeous wife back in the late 80s and early 90s. I also draw. I draw cartoons like this one. This is Hatch, my character. This annotated book is on Fund My Comic, and you can get it from there, I believe. And occasionally I publish a magazine about comics, which is called Comics Unlimited. Great title. And there's 15 issues of this, and they're all available on Amazon right now. More to come soon. Maybe an announcement in a week or two.
All righty. That'll be cool. Also joining us, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, please introduce yourself.
Hello there, my name's Russ Leach. I'm a comic book artist from the UK, currently working on the Atlantean. If you want to find out more about it, find out when we're going to crowdfund, which should probably be the second week of March. So just go over to russleach.com and sign up for the email list. Best way to do it.
All right. He said shuffling. Shuffle. We are looking at the Externaut. Collection sent to us by a fan of the show, PBR Street Gang. So appreciative that you sent this along. I'm going to end up buying my own copy, I think. Here, pretty quick. Looking all right. See both sides?
Yep, it's quite sharp.
Yep, that's great.
Just a little. This Argentinian work, we got about halfway through the book last week. PBR suggested I had a phone call conversation with him a couple days ago, and he suggested that maybe we might want to hold off on doing this until I've sat and read it, because he says there's a lot of similarities here to the virus that went around a few years ago. And I started reading it, and it's a lot deeper than I was thinking. Of course, we know that it's wordy. We looked at it already. Got a guy, an alien invasion where the snow is deadly. And they're running across aliens and bugs and all sorts of stuff. Where we're at now, they seem to be in some sort of military encampment. Guys with it looks like German helmets.
They do, yeah. That's because they probably are, because the Argentinian army wear that kind of style at that time.
There was a cross-pollination after the war.
Yeah. And this is from 1959, isn't it, Randy? 59,
57, I think. 57.
57.
Yeah.
And the artist disappeared in 1977, I believe.
Yeah. Did a couple more stories.
Yep. Yeah. So I don't know the content of it. I've not read it, but from what we've spoke of last week and what PBR said, I think there's probably a lot of that in it.
Yeah.
Caused anyway.
We're seeing that all right.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, camera's sitting right. So, all right.
I think we said this. The artwork is similar to sort of British comics more than American, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could see this style in 2000 AD.
Yeah, it's got that kind of feel, or a war comic.
Yeah.
Almost seen a lot of European strips that look like this too.
Yeah.
So, We've watched the artist evolve, get a lot more detailed, and take a lot more chances with his camera angles.
Which is good.
Yeah.
And then occasionally, as we'll probably see, he seems to like a certain panel, and he'll really get into it, and then you'll see nothing in the next one.
Yeah, probably time constraints.
He spends all his time doing that one panel.
Yeah, yeah, that's nice. That's a little dry brush technique here. There's that lines. It could be lines. Nope, looks like dry brush. Kind of the same. He does a little bit of it on the helmet here every once in a while. Yeah, I got into it deep enough to realize that PBR was right, that it was really involved. There's a lot deeper story than what we've been pulling off of the pictures. And I look forward to reading it.
A lot of walking about. Like on that bottom panel there, that first page, the last panel, you can see see the arm. He's moved in there with his brush, hasn't he, and put the folds in quickly. Yeah, he'll do the rendering on the helmets.
Yeah,
you know,
go ahead.
It's just, I just like the way it works. It's just he obviously knows what he's doing. It's just so good. But like I said, on some of the panels there'll be a lot of work on it. It would seem, and then the next panel will be more or less empty. But it does give it a good contrast.
Yeah. Brushwork here.
With this, it's a single volume, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a. I think this is the initial story, and then he did it and came back and told 2 other volumes worth of material.
Right. So how many pages is it?
There's a fin.
350 pages.
Yeah.
You know, and especially with all this text in it, it's a big undertaking for a comic strip.
It was serialized over a period of years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how many pages were printed at once, if there were breaks or anything.
Yeah.
Because I just picked up the Dan Dare book that we're looking at on Sunday, and that's off of the Eagle strips.
Yeah.
And it looks like whoever did it went through and cut the first panel, the big box panel that has the eagle on it. That's in a lot of them strips, and just cut it out. And so the layout looks like one continuous story. I was wondering how many pages were in each installment for this. Is that line work, stipple work? Looks like.
Sorry about that to drop out.
No problem.
It's the kitchen men.
That is line work here. Little lines.
Yeah, and then again, like I said, look at the jumper, the sweater. It's just like flicked in with a brush.
Smear.
Spends a lot of time on the helmet and the face, but the jumper sort of loses.
Might have felt there wasn't a need to get real detailed on the wrinkles.
Yeah, yeah.
See, there anyway. It's a nice face.
Is weapons are accurate. Thompson submachine gun there. I like that kind of thing.
Yeah. Carl Malden. That's who that is.
Yeah.
Right there.
They need the first panel there.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty crisp here.
A lot of walking about. Looks like, where are they going?
They're walking and talking instead of standing around.
No.
Stippling effect, though. Look at that. Quite effective at it. Uses these thin lines here, almost like longer line width as the stipple effect he had there. It's interesting. Levi in the house. Nice to see you here. Good morning,
Levi.
gents. Flipping my sleep schedule around again so I get to watch live. Ha ha. All right. Hope you're doing okay. Furiously coloring some comics while watching. There you go. Good to know, Levi. Glad you're working on comics at least. Chat's live out there, folks. If you're watching us live, chime in. Feel free.
Is it the artist who wrote this as well?
No, it's a different artist. In fact, in one of the later stories, he used an even different artist, and then this particular artist came back, and he felt that there was some association with the property because his estate, I guess somebody was saying, was a little picky about it being translated. Francisco Solano Lopez did the artwork. Hector German Osterheld did the writing.
Right. And it was Osterheld who disappeared, wasn't it?
Yes. What did the Wikipedia put it? He was removed.
Yeah.
Him and his two daughters, I think.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Yeah. Must have been activists.
Yep. There we go.
I was just about to say I like the way he leaves a lot of space in his panels, then all of a sudden they're full.
Okay, run into some congestion and debris. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, after everything that we've seen in the past, this page must have taken him a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
Oh dear.
Again, just line work here. The volley.
Wow. Did we say last week this was going to be a film or something? Or am I thinking of something else?
It's a Netflix series. They've already got a season out.
Right. Have you seen it?
I tried to watch it initially, and my TV was just too dark.
Yes, I remember you
It was
saying
too
that.
dark on the TV. I couldn't follow it.
Right.
And I don't have Netflix anymore, so I can't jump back in on it. At least not for a while. They went and changed their policies. We were getting it from one of the kids, and they cut that off, that kind of access. So the only way we're going to be able to watch it now is if we want to pay for it.
You don't want to do that.
And we probably will eventually. There's a lot of programming up there that the wife likes.
You'll have to sell some of your long boxes and
Yeah. Said exactly.
subscribe to everything. Get him out. Get him out.
Getting a lot more detailed here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
really picking up.
Yeah. These flames can't be as deadly as they look.
Huh.
Oh, these flames are harmless. They don't feel the heat. Ah, they're not flames, you see.
They're just hallucinations.
Wow.
I see.
Well, if they're just hallucinations, why is he stuck in there? Why don't you just get up and walk out?
Because he sees it as real. They had to convince themselves that it wasn't real in order to go through them. Just a psyop. Anyway.
Yeah.
You know what? A lot of this reminds me of that Esquerra comic strip he did for Battle.
Yes.
Captain Easy, I think it was.
I'm not sure what it was, but I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, his first comic strip looks like a lot like this. Major Easy.
Wasn't Major Easy, was it?
No, maybe not. I'm thinking of Easy Company. Sergeant
Right.
Rock. It's Major or Captain something. It'd take me a minute to find it.
I'll find it.
Was a big strip for Battle. And when he did it, from what I understand, really kickstarted his career.
All right, so let's have a look now. Let's see. We've got the Dirty Dozen.
No, that's not it.
Let's see. Work. Oh yeah, Major Easy
Major Easy. Okay.
with a Z or
Yeah.
a Z, as you would say. Major Easy, 1976 to 78.
Mm-hmm.
Just before he came up with Dread, or at least the design of, and then Pat Mills, wasn't it?
Yep. He's working for Mills. Mills was editing Battle at the time, I think, right?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the known as the Stanley of British comics.
Yep.
But I think he did a bit more work. Allegedly.
I would think he did a lot more work. Actually, he was probably doing full scripts for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was doing everything, wasn't he?
Yeah. And he created the majority of this stuff too, or at least it's credited to him. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't just a visionary; he was a great writer and
yeah.
Yeah.
film. Yeah,
Yeah. And still is.
Yeah, still is.
We should do speaking of Pat Mills, we should do Charlie's War. Have we done that?
Yeah, I think we have, haven't we?
I think we did Charlie's War.
I think we
Yeah,
did.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we did Charlie's
We
War.
did.
A couple of,
Early
yeah, they
on.
were the Titan reprints, wasn't it?
yeah, we
Yeah.
looked through 2 volumes of it. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, very early on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Joe Colloon, artist.
Yeah, it's also pretty similar to this.
Yeah, it's the same kind of European
feel to it.
Yeah, like war comic type of thing.
Right.
Star Blazer type of thing, Commando comics and all that.
Mm-hmm. Genuine Comics, Dave in the house. Hello, gents. Hello, Dave.
Dave.
Doing well.
Wow, always the Beatles. Beatles again.
Oh, yeah.
Robot Men.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, here they come. Is that line work on there, on those aliens?
Hang on. I'm just going to get me a magnifying glass, I think. Yes, that is all beautiful line work. All that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That looks like J. Jonah Jameson, doesn't it? Where he's shouting fire on the second page at the top.
It does.
It should be shouting. It should be shouting, Parker.
Yeah.
And if it was a Marvel comic, it'd have a Batum, wouldn't it, on the next panel?
Yeah. Hmm. It's useless. The anti-tank mortars aren't even scratching them. Yeah. A little bit of, looks a little bit like Jack Davis here.
Yeah.
There's been seeing a lot of his work around lately. So Facebook page is pretty active with his stuff. Him and Mobius.
That's a nice page on the left, isn't it?
It's got a bit more ink on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So are all these aliens, are they all being grown from the spores?
I don't think so.
The snow stopped though, hasn't it? The dust.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering where they all came from, because there were no like spaceships or anything. Or there have been the occasional spaceship, but nothing as big as these things.
No. They do seem, yeah, they're little tiny fellas, weren't they? About the size of a dog last week.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
like little. They were all like drawn the same, as in they were all like black.
Yeah.
It all appeared to be like black.
Little
But maybe-
tiny beaks almost.
Yeah. They all, probably all came from a red sunned planet.
Must be.
There's no one out there, by the way. There are no aliens.
Yeah, we're too far away, aren't we?
No. It's not the too far away. I don't think that's an issue.
So you think we're on our own?
Sorry?
You think we're on our own?
I think I think we're on our own. I think it's designed that way.
By God?
No, not God. No, just what I don't believe in God. Just the universe. It's designed that way.
They're thinking. They're thinking now. Go ahead.
And I think when you see UFOs and all that kind of stuff, they're far more likely to be from here.
Yeah, advanced
in some way or another. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're advanced aircraft using alien technology.
I have to say, I think most of what people see is just the Americans fucking about with, it doesn't take $1 trillion every year just to come up with a hammer. You know what I mean? It's like they've been sucking that money up and putting it somewhere.
I think a lot of that we've been giving away to Leering centers too.
Yeah. I
think every state is now discovering that where there's a government, there's fraud.
Oh yeah.
Well,
it's just that simple.
Shocker. Yeah.
Because greed, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. They're everywhere. We've just got a government full of nonsense.
Well, we're now going through state by state, almost with doing what Elon did, especially now that kid on Minnesota uncovered the learning center, the nursing care thing. All the little independent journalists are all jumping up and down on their state capitals and finding all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's all bent. Everything's done with a brown paper envelope. Always has been.
And a lot of this, I would say a good 4/5 of it, you're not going to hear about because the media is not going to cover it.
No, because they're not going to cover it. No.
That's my politics for the day.
No.
So from here on, it's all comics. Let's go.
Yeah, but like I say, they're all the same color, or they're all the same rendered, all the same. Like whether they're the bug type things, whether these big, humongous monsters. So they can't all have come from the spaceships. So they must have grown them here. Well, a bit like the red weed in
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds, yeah.
Well, here it looks like they came out of the ground.
So I mean, there's an interesting,
or at least was coming at them in a cloud of dust.
Yeah, I would imagine the concept is. I mean, the concept is as old as War of the Worlds, I suppose.
Oh yeah,
but there's some great stories. One particular one was one from a game from the PlayStation 3, and I can't remember the name of the game. And it was effectively it was an alien invasion, but the way that they invaded was via a virus. I think they did that on X-Files as well, similarly. Yeah. And it's like turning people into hybrids, and then effectively you're invading from within. So rather than sending, loads and loads of ships somewhere and having a big Star Wars battle, you're just like, you might just drop genetic matter on a planet and invade it that way.
Or make them get vaccinated. Anyway.
They were doing that in the X-Files. Mm-hmm. They were doing the whole vaccination thing, weren't they? Yeah. Did he just eat him?
The what?
Did he just eat him? You got that top right-hand panel? No. And then he's gone. Yeah. I think you might have eaten him one gulp.
Oh, dear.
Sorry.
As well.
Sorry to jump.
The Goebbels turned quickly, and that was it for Lanier.
Oh, maybe he stomped him.
I think he stomped him.
Were you talking about that top panel on the left there, Glenn?
Yeah, we're just saying how it works so well.
Yeah,
with the drawing in the center, a bit of text, and then a blank space.
Yeah, I mean he's taken up the space, isn't he? I think when you see books like this, I mean we've talked about how some artists have had to stick to rigid rules, and although the text isn't being put down in the same way that it was in the other stuff we've been looking at, the older stuff, he has been given a format, as in it must fill this space.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's kind of can't get away for whatever reason, whatever the creative reason, he can't get away with that from that. But what he's cleverly done in that top panel is gone, well, I'm going to do a cutout anyway. I'm going to do, like an open space. I'm just going to put the panel border in and say, sod it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it works really well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And really, at this point, you're not even noticing the panel border because he's got the two monsters sitting here. The only line you're actually seeing is along the top.
Yeah, we were talking about the one on the left as well, really. The way that he'd left so much space.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Even though he just put the panel in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and only took it so far.
Yeah, he could have. Whereas he's gone all the way to the edge. Yeah,
I see your point. Absolutely. Yeah.
Did you there's an expression I've used that nobody seems to get apart from maybe in this country, Glenn, is the term. I'm going back to my graphic design days. The term cutouts. Is that something you used? Is that a term you used?
Yeah.
So effectively, if you had a product on a page or whatever, you'd cut round the product and there'd be no background.
Yeah,
so it'd be a cutout. Yeah,
I did. I told you a few weeks ago, I did an entire range of fish fingers and all that kind of stuff, and I drew them all.
Oh right, yeah.
They didn't want photography.
Really?
Yeah, the photography.
Wow.
The photography was going to cost an arm and a leg, so I just charged them an arm.
Well, food photography is an absolute nightmare because you've got to get a stylist in, and they bring all this old food in, and it stinks, especially under the hot lights of the photography studio.
Yeah, I've done that with ice cream at a photo shoot as well. So you can imagine how much ice cream we got through, because obviously when it was melting, somebody had to eat it.
Oh God! Just throw it in the bin.
I don't think I ate ice cream for about 4 years after.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So just that term cutout, you're used to hearing that term. Yeah, it's funny that because I've referenced it to a lot of other people, especially in the States, and they didn't know what I was talking about.
Well, that would be the same as cut and paste.
No,
right?
no, not at all. No. A cutout. Say you're looking at a brochure, and there's pictures, and all the pictures have got backgrounds in them, except one of this figure where they've taken the background out, and the figure is just sitting on the white page.
Yeah, like the majority of the memes you see anymore.
That's called a cutout.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
sure, that makes sense.
Cut and paste is a different thing.
Yeah, cut and paste is putting pages together.
Yeah.
Using cutouts. And
well, not necessarily. No.
Yeah,
but using it's a terminology to use. It's usually used mostly for reproduction over at the repro house before it goes pre-press. Back when that was a thing. It doesn't happen anymore, does it?
It's probably an old term because nobody uses scissors anymore.
No.
I was working at one place, and this guy, he wanted his photograph on his invoices and business card. Right? Yeah. So he came in one day with this big fuck off A3 photograph of himself with a Mexican hat on.
Oh God!
And a Hawaii shirt. He did a travel agent, and he's there. There's under this palm tree. It's all staged. It was. You could tell it wasn't a real palm tree. And he came in really proud. He said, "Look at this! I've done it. It cost me 300 quid. This is 1981. It cost me 300 quid. This print. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it." And my boss said to me, he said, "Right. Okay, do your stuff, Glenn." So I cut it out.
Came out of the picture and he couldn't see the background. He's like, I spent money on that.
Yeah, and he went mad. So he walked out. I don't think we ever got paid for the job. We didn't finish it. We didn't get paid for the job.
The thing is if he had to reduce it down to fit on his business cards and letters, you couldn't see any of the detail anyway.
That's why I
would have
did
been
it.
a smear. Yeah.
You'd have been better off doing a line drawing over the top of it and using that.
Well, it'd have been better off asking people like us, and we would have said, forget the palm tree and everything. Just
or don't bother spending that 300 quid, you nod.
But don't forget, he's also got a Mexican hat on and a Hawaii
sombrero. Yeah,
a sombrero. Yeah,
those hats ain't small. Yeah.
No.
And my boss said to me, he says, "Right, Glenn, fresh blade. So I got my scalpel, just." And took it back, and he said, "What the fucking hell have you done?"
Jeez.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? Speaking of cutouts.
Speaking of cutouts. Oh, what's going on there? He's shooting at him.
What's he shooting at?
I don't know, that middle panel.
Is it his throat?
Has he shot and it's just bounced off or something?
Right.
I don't know.
Says you got it, knocked it clean off, but nothing's happened. They were aiming for something.
Oh, maybe it's a control device.
Device on its throat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it says there, remember the control device that they hadn't put on our necks. So it's, oh dear.
So they're controlling the aliens they brought with them as well.
Yeah, they must be the soldier.
Because there is an alien that controls the other aliens, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it starts fighting.
Yeah. It's like, raw, don't like you. Raw.
Maybe he's killing him because he's the runt of the pack now.
Maybe. Oh, they're all fighting.
Now they're starting to shoot the control devices.
It's a good shot.
They know what to shoot for now.
Wow.
I do have to say that what little I've read of this, it's reading incredibly smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's not it wasn't initially in English, so you're always expecting like a little break in the translation or the English not to flow exactly right. But who did the translating here is done incredibly well. I'm really enjoying what I've read so far. Erica Mina did the translation, MENA.
Well, if it's as good as you say, I wish you'd done the Jodorowsky on the Mobius books I've got. The stories are terrible.
No, it's Jodorowsky.
Same thing.
Jodorowsky, you almost have to have the right combination of drugs to enjoy Jodorowsky.
I just think some of the translation seems to be sort of quite literal when they're trying to say some kind of quip. And it seems too literal, you know. Do you understand what I mean? And I think it's lost in the translation, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong because remember, I usually am. I make it all up. What I don't know, which is nothing, I just make it up like everybody else does.
PBR's in the house. Good morning, PBR. Hope that's all right.
On the boat. On the boat.
You know, street gang. Good to see you with us, PBR.
So he's killed it, has he? He's killed the other one's killed him.
I think they figured out they'll kill each other if they shoot their little throat controllers. I'd only have to deal with one, probably.
That's before he spotted his blacks.
Okay.
Wow. There's a grease gun there. Wow.
More line work here. Here as well.
That's interesting. See the second page, the center strip, the last panel, the third panel where they're going down the steps over the dead bodies. The way he's done the tiling on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? What a great idea.
Okay, they may have seen us. And here is the same kind of cross hatching, just a little larger
Yeah.
than what you're seeing in the paneling work there.
Well,
It's all lines. Yeah.
I like the way does the cartridge is coming out of the grease gun that you're using in the middle panel. Like little details like that. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, every once in a while you'll just turn the page and just be amazed. Again, that's all shading and line work here.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yes, it's beautifully done. Some more of your tiling here.
Wow. There's great contrast there with that first page. The first page, the top tier, the third panel where they is looking at the train wreck and it's all dark, and then they shine the torch on it and it's all lit up. It's just great on the next page. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And the way the light and stops and hits the black.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yep. It's the ink work on the shadow here.
Yeah.
This is great.
Mm-hmm.
Line work here again.
Yeah.
Floating head. Uh-oh.
Wow. It's great the way he uses these panels. If you look at that first page on the top tier, that the text panel makes the walking and down the tunnel, gives it extra space, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He could have drawn it all the way to the edge of the other panel. It wouldn't have worked as well, I don't think. I think that's a really good use of space.
Well, like Eisner points out in comics and sequential art, every panel's a beat in time.
Yeah.
And they wanted you to see and then read separate.
Yeah.
Helps drive the point home and make it more direct. I think I love normally there's little thinner panels than this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he had all that space he needed to fill, I would imagine.
Wow. Well, they got one of the monsters to clean the train so they can escape.
Yeah. They've moved the control device, hidden it where we can't shoot it. So with the tremendous power of its weight, the gerbo rammed the remains of the train. The creaking was deafening, but the beast's blind force wasn't enough to clear the way. Again, this is all thin lines here. There's no gray, no zip, no pattern, just line work. That's the kind of panel I was talking about.
Yes.
Really
Yeah.
see that happen a lot, especially in Golden Age comics.
Yeah.
You don't see it that much in modern comics, but
I used to like those. I don't know. I think DC used to do it a lot, but I know Marvel did when they used to do that. The head in the top of the panel telling you what's going on. I like that. I seem to. Am I right in thinking Kurt Swan used to do that a lot?
yeah, he did the little floating head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kirby used to do it, didn't he?
yeah.
I think it's a great device. That I've never really had a problem with floating heads. You know what I mean?
No.
As long as they work, you know.
Right.
Because I used to like Kirby's covers when he used to do a drawing in like he'd do the Fantastic Four and he'd do them down their heads down the side of the main drawing, you know.
I was thinking that classic John Buscema Avengers, I think it was 89.
Yeah.
Cover that's got Wasp getting married and those Vision, Thor, and I think it's Iron Man or Captain America's floating head.
Yeah, and I was thinking that
amazing.
Fantastic Four one where the Human Torch is coming at you and heads are down the side.
Yeah, that too.
I think it was the Inhumans down the side. I think.
Yeah,
it's a great device.
It's like the thought balloon. Nothing wrong with using it.
That's right.
You should use all the tricks in your bag.
Yeah, whatever works.
Though I totally disagree with using upper and lower case in a comic balloon, though.
When they're speaking, yeah, it's not good.
It just doesn't work for me. We've still got a good chunk of the book left. We are just pressing an hour right now.
Right.
So.
Is there no editorial at the beginning about what this is about? The details on anything?
Oh yeah, there's a couple of nice introductions. I think at the front. Navigator of Eternity,
Right.
Martin Haddis from Buenos Aires, and Erica Mina, the translator,
Right.
also had a forward. I'll have to sit and read those.
Yeah.
If you're just watching this and you're not familiar with the Externaut, there's a great video out there on the Matt channel over on YouTube. I can't recommend it highly enough. That's Matt with 4 T's at the end instead of just 2. He does some really good in-depth videos on comic history, and it is just amazing. So go over there, subscribe to his channel. That's how I learned about the Externaut, is over at Matt's channel.
Look at the way on that very last panel, the way that tunnel, that piping, whatever it is, at the top, going into the darkness.
Yeah,
isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's not solid in there.
It's like little electrical lines.
Yeah.
In the tunnel. Yeah. And he's got this big control board here. It looks like.
Yeah, I thought it was a chain to start with, but yeah, it's a control panel, isn't it?
That must be an alien. His forehead is high.
This island Earth. You
get
everywhere, those guys, don't they?
They just make bald people look like aliens.
Yeah. We turn them into robots.
Got who's that? Spamthropocorus
or something. They call him Spam.
Spamthropocorus.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah. The kind of political turmoil going on while this guy was just trying to make comics. Well, I do think he was trying to make a statement at the same time.
Yeah, I think he was trying to show people what was going on in a comic strip.
A little bit of an intent back behind this. Almost like a Rod Serling kind of thing, where you definitely had a political opinion, and the best way to display it is not to do it directly, but to do it in a genre.
Like, we said this about The Crucible, didn't we?
Yeah.
The Crucible was set in, 1860, but it was about the MacArthur hearings in 1950s. But was it Norman Mailer couldn't be so overt, even though everybody knew what he was doing?
Yeah.
Because he was a bit of an activist, wasn't he, Norman Mailer?
Mm-hmm.
If you read the history, I've not read the history of it, but I do know that the when this was being produced, and certainly later, there was a lot of turmoil in Argentina and Chile with Pinochet. I think the Argentinian president at that time was called Aguila or something. But it seems like he was a bit the same, like a Pol Pot type of thing, knocking the artists over and the teachers, etc. People who, let's call them the intellectuals,
Fuck them.
Yep. Well, it's the guy with a million fingers, isn't it? That's why he's got such a huge control board. He can press the buttons all at the same time.
Clicky, clicky.
Yeah.
This is
That's great, isn't it?
Back here. Yeah.
Is that Steve McQueen top right?
That sure looks like him.
He's going to go out over the wire.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Wow.
Both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Look at his hand with all those fingers. Yeah, you could imagine this in the Outer Limits, couldn't you? This kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Kind of makes you wonder if he wasn't leaving a little space here for a title or something. I don't know.
Okay.
So again, this is all just line work here.
That first page, top tier, with the side view of the guy, that white behind his head looks like it's been painted over the line work. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, it sure does look that way. Yep. Wouldn't be surprised if that's the way it worked.
It's really good. This is fantastic. He's a bit like the Mekon as well, isn't he, Russ, this guy?
Yeah, a bit weird looking, isn't he?
Yeah,
a little
big
bit.
head.
He's a bit old man of the sea as well, isn't he? He's a bit
with a Nosferatu nose.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're dead on when you said this island Earth.
On the top right there, he looks a little bit like the night manager.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't remember the name of that guy in the night manager. It's just we've been watching the second series and he's all skinny and gaunt now. He looks a bit like that.
Huddleston?
Loki, yeah.
Yeah. Is that good? Second season?
It's all right. I've only watched 2 episodes. It's okay. Just
really,
I mean, the first one was brilliant, but that was all the book, wasn't it? This is all additional. So
I got you.
He looks like he could eat a sandwich. Do you know what I mean? He needs a sandwich.
Well, the camera adds 10 pounds too, so he's even skinnier than that.
Yeah, he's even skinnier than that. Yeah.
Yeah, we watched that. We burned through the first season of that. We ate it up, I think in one sitting. Haven't sat through the second season yet, though. So the hand has an interesting hand.
Yeah.
No. Sorry. Oh, what does that look like? There was an artist that had that almost that exact same style, and I can't remember who it was.
Which bit? What are you talking about?
Oh, and here the inking style really reminds me of. I'll have to look around for it. I'm thinking an artist that worked for Eerie and Creepy for a while and did that kind of always did this kind of a hard ink look to his work. It's scratchy, and it really in parts it really gave it form. You know, the way he would use the line work. It's nice.
Got thick glasses, haven't he?
Yeah.
It's like he's eating a giant pasty.
Yeah.
And he's on his on the other page. The last panel looks like he's on a mobile phone.
It does. I like the contrast, though, his shading that he's using here up against the solid of his clothes. That's a very well done contrast. See all the musculature and the wrinkles, the lines on his body. He's got all this detail, and then it's just his clothes are solid. No wrinkles, no, muscle lines or nothing. Another floating hand. Nice position. Yeah, every once in a while you'll get this full panel with the open space. I'm wondering if the logo didn't go in there. And they just took it out for continuity, to avoid continuity confusion. Again, a lot of work here on this page, a lot of line work. It's beautifully done. And yet here, super solid. It's plastered in hard with a brush. Might have been pressing the deadline here on this. Or he just wants to show that there's a harsh light in the tunnel. I'm just going to keep turning.
Yeah, sorry, I called away again there. Apparently, they've finished and gone. Wow.
Waving at him as you're kicking him out the door. Thanks for coming. See you later. 8 months.
Yeah. Not to see you first.
2, 3, 4.
Wow, look at that top panel there. Fantastic.
Here?
With the truck.
Yeah.
Really good. It's really good stuff, isn't it?
It's just, this here is just solid. Just
yeah. Great confidence there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like he's just thrown it in, and if you saw him do it, it would look like it, but he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it is fantastic.
Yeah. Spam, crazy the kind of political turmoil going into making these comics. I think we already said that. The history is pretty cool. Yeah. Face blue spam shape. Levi says, surely someone has done a study on how times of turmoil, war produce such incredible, powerful art going all the way back. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're right.
Yeah. Picasso did that Guernica thing, didn't he? And I'm sure there must be, like Levi says, political art from, day 2.
Yeah. I've always found it interesting, at least.
That's why AI art is dangerous.
Absolutely. Oh, yep.
That's why it's dangerous. It's because art should come from the soul, which can come from a person creating art, not a machine. I'm fed up of hearing, I mean, valid reasons as they may or may not be, I'm fed up of hearing people talk about, oh, well, it's not good for the planet, or it takes up a lot of power, or the IP rights issue, or no, fuck off. I don't care. I don't want. I saw a post the other day. Why is AI helping me write a script or write a song or draw a picture? It's there to work out a list, find out a cure for cancer, throw things into a black hole, stuff we can't do. This is stuff that makes us human. Why are we even thinking of having it? The trouble is that people they suck up the slop. And big corporates are just keen to make money, and it's just disgusting. Sorry.
I think there's something else behind it as well. I think they're rewriting history.
Yeah, there's a bit of that, and also, like I say, we're talking about political comics here. It's like an AI would never make a political comic, not unless it was directed to by a higher power. Do you know what I mean? It just wouldn't do it. It wouldn't have the same angst that a human would have.
It's like I said to you last week, the AI we're going to find that picture of someone in a window soon. The film.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But I have to say, if you extend that, I think that about computers doing art anyway. Everybody knows.
I can appreciate tools. I can also appreciate where you're coming from. But there's a difference between a tool and being replaced.
Yeah.
So true.
Do you know what I mean? There's a difference between saying, right, instead of me laying down this letter set, dots to put in a background, I can do it with a brush in seconds. Okay, you're losing the skill set of somebody using a scalpel and putting it down, but you're not losing the intent. You're not losing the artistic ability to know where to lay it, what to do with it. Okay, you're just bringing in the time. Whereas just saying, "Computer, do it for me," that's losing the intent. It's losing the ability to create.
It's like how Glenn feels about lettering.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think it's I think AI is just catching up with the human mind, really, because I told you about that guy years ago who wanted me to do a 3-page leaflet.
Yeah.
Which you can do on a screen.
Yeah.
But you can't start with you can, but you'll have a blank front page. He wanted it starting a double page spread start.
Yeah. Idiot.
And I showed him a piece of paper and folded it in half. I said, "This is God doing this, Malcolm, not me. These aren't my rules." And he still wouldn't have it anyway. He went and asked my boss, and my boss said yes, so he accepted it from him.
2 + 2 is 5, mate. That's what I heard.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Can I say? Well,
Interesting. BBR says there is an element in of S. King to this story.
Stephen King.
Yeah. The way the main character is treated, especially the ending, you feel so sorry for the fella. He could hold every slice of a pizza and eat them one after the other.
Yeah. He probably did that, and that's what got him like that way.
Yeah, eating all that pizza. This a lesson, kids. Don't eat pizza. Gives you those big hands.
It would make it difficult to decide which finger to flip somebody off with.
Yeah.
Well, you just have to invent the multi flip off, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And then
especially if you had an even number of fingers.
every other finger folded in.
And then you could complain. And he not only gave me the finger, he gave me the multi finger.
The multi finger.
So you can hold every slice of pizza. Yep.
I tell you what, this artist is a visionary. Look at that top left on the other page. That's Steve McQueen,
It is a-
5 years before The Great Escape.
It looks like a bullet there, yeah.
Yeah.
It does look like Steve Queen.
Maybe you've seen him in The Blob. That came out about this time, didn't it?
Yeah,
There's a nice looking hero I can put in the comic.
Who knew?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to buy this, you know.
We're all gonna end up
I
buying it.
really want to read it, you know. Like you say, there's a lot going on, and it's just so
PBR
good.
says he has the same problem that we're having now. Every time we show something, he's got to
get it. Yeah.
He's got to go get it. Yeah.
You watch. We'll go on eBay after this, and there'll be 2 copies, and one of us won't get one.
I think there's a newer translation out. It's probably still in print from Fantagraphics, if I'm not
No,
mistaken.
I want this one. I want this one.
Oh yeah.
I like the lettering as well. It's looks like it's hand done to me.
Well, I would imagine it's the same work, just reprinted.
Well, if there's this one for 50 quid and a new one for 20, I'm going to be out a couple of quid, I think.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's just so good, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice stuff. Bullet is hands down one of my favorite movies. That and Vanishing Point. Yeah.
I'll tell you something else about this book as well. It always seems interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't think, oh, here's another 3 panels of a head and all this kind of thing. It looks like it's very intense
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, interesting. So that's why I want to read it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's reading really well.
Yeah. Wow, look at that last panel. Russ, look at that last panel.
Here?
Yeah. Has he gone?
Yeah,
that.
he's off camera and mic right now.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
And the distance as well. He's got the distance from the girl to the bloke bang on. You know, the height.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be a lot of space between him and her.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the last time I looked. This book was going for around $500.
Oh, well,
PBR
maybe not then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Russell, are you back?
yeah. Sorry, I went for a coffee.
It's
Sorry.
all right. Just saying, look at that last panel, the very last panel. That silhouette.
Yeah, yeah.
How
It's
good
nice.
is that?
Yeah,
I was just saying that the proportion of the girl's head and the guy is bang on because there seems to be a lot of space between them.
yeah. Nice. Yeah, it's
Fantastic.
smashing. He's definitely improved throughout the book, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's really evolved upward. Yeah.
Mm.
His style's gotten so much better. Look at that. That contrast is just amazing.
The artwork, it looks a bit like Alf Tougher the Track in I think it was in Topper, I think, a British comic.
Hopper.
It's either Pete Sutherland or Pete Sunderland, I can't remember, but this is how he draws.
See, over here, Topper was a dead ghost couple with a dead drunk Saint Bernard bothering a family. Old TV show.
Right.
Bothering Mr. Topper. Whoa, look there. There's a break in format. A woman.
The Victor it was in. I just looked Tougher the Track, the Victor.
That's interesting. It's only technically a break in format. He decided to drop that.
Yeah.
We still got 3 tiers.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Great angle as well.
Works real well. Yeah. That's like 60s, 70s comics there.
I bet he said, I need to break this panel. And the guy said, yeah. And he said, why didn't you tell me that 4 years ago when I first started? That's great, isn't it?
Reminds me a lot of Dan Spiegel's artwork, and that's a name
Yeah.
we've never mentioned here on the show.
Is that Mouse?
No, you're thinking of Art Spiegelman.
Yeah.
Dan Spiegel did. I'm trying to think. He did runs on a lot of books. Crossfire for Eclipse, and he did a backup series quite a bit for DC called Nemesis that I remember real fondly. That was done real well. Worked a lot for DC, but his style there, it just really reminds me of him, of his work.
Yeah.
And he's like I said, he's one of those workhorses you never hear anything about. He did a lot of fill-in issues for DC, a lot of short story work.
That angle to me is a very Neil Adams angle.
Yeah, that too. Absolutely.
I'm sure Neil probably saw this. He'd be about 9 or 10 when this was out, wasn't he?
This is completely broken out of what his style so far.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's fantastic, isn't it? Like you said, it's improved all the time. Every page is getting better.
And that's probably his intent, because the guy's shock at actually seeing a woman.
Yeah.
Bring your attention right to the point.
And she has to be gorgeous as well. So
yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the way it works.
If you look at this side, if you look at the first page of the middle section where she says, "No, don't kill me," right? Got that, and then go direct right to the side view of her. To me, that's very Ian Gibson, Halo Jones type of shading and hair. Yeah. And I guess Ian was probably seeing this too. Mind you, would he be seeing this? When was it published out of Argentina?
I'm not sure.
I'll have to check that.
Not sure at all.
They might not have seen it. Let's have a look. No, can't find it.
Yeah, he did some. Dan Spiegel did some Black Hawk work for DC. Let me look at this image here and see if it's his. Yeah. This might not be a really good example of his art. But here's Dan Spiegel on the cover of Black Hawk.
Oh, yeah.
Well, wow. That's probably all a zip screen there.
Wow, that's fantastic, isn't it?
But yeah, another one of those underappreciated workhorses, that worked in comics during the 70s and 80s and 90s. He had his own very individual style.
I think the color in there is excellent. Just that yellow.
It's the best, Yeah. Sometimes, the simple way is the best way.
Yeah. Wow.
Let me see if I can find some other of his work here.
Written by Mark Ivanier. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's been Spiegel's been around for a long time. We need to probably do a retrospective look at his stuff, if I can find somebody that he did a lot of.
Well, if it's that, we should do it. It's fantastic.
It's that quality, yeah. And he was, like I said, he was very underappreciated in what he did. I see a little bit of Jim Mooney in here too.
Yeah,
down there. Another guy that you don't hear a lot about anymore. Skip, Edwards Art, thanks for being in the house. Apologies, but did the Englishman say he got a coffee? Is nothing sacred?
He's a traitor. He's a traitor.
Up your bum.
We're going to come over there and get on that New York East River and dump all the coffee in it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. You'll just enhance the flavor of the river. That's all.
That won't be difficult, will it?
No.
But then again, you see, I won't need to because we'll be the 56th state of America soon.
57th probably will have to take Puerto Rico eventually.
Oh, no.
They're going to make us. Especially after Bad Bunny. But anyway, it's funny. It was so hilarious listening to everybody complain about this stupid halftime show at a football game.
Yeah. I'm still just what happened.
Claiming that the singer wasn't even an American when Puerto Rico's been a U.S. territory for decades.
Like people are just idiots, aren't they?
I know. It just
and then if you say, well, I just didn't like that music, well, you must be a racist then.
Yeah.
It's like, no, the music was shit. Okay. Most music now is shit. Okay. I don't care who makes it. It's mostly shit.
It wasn't just him. Yeah. It's not personal.
And if you can't work out who comes from your own country, you're a moron. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with people? I tell you what, I watched I caught a video yesterday while I was working, and it was a Gen Z music producer.
Yeah, Isaac.
Right. Gen Z
I love
music
that guy.
Producer listens to ELO.
Yeah.
And ELO are just absolutely fabulous. And he was totally like blown away. He was like, oh, how good is this music? It's like, yeah, that's what music used to be like, mate.
You need to watch go up on his page and he's been going through the Beatles catalog from the start.
Right.
And it's really fascinating because once he gets to the studio albums, he just loses it.
Yeah.
Because it's like after he's sitting there going, what happened after Revolver? Things just go insane. And he's sitting there listening to all of this stuff for like the first time, you know, and you're laughing at him because
it's called creativity.
His jaw's on the floor over Penny Lane.
Wow.
He's called talent.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Is that the guy I saw a few months ago reviewing She's Leaving Home off Pepper? Was it the same? Was it that guy?
It could be. He listens to the entire album, and he runs most of the album, but he talks over top of it in the hopes of not getting a copyright strike. But he makes a big deal about being a Gen Z producer. These reaction videos are so hilarious. So you just gotta just type in "comfortably numb," and you have an entire rabbit hole of entertainment from all of these young kids going, oh, I never knew Pink Floyd was artistic.
Oh, God.
You know, I never heard of this Pink Floyd before.
You've got like this divide, and I think it's about 20 years, maybe 25 years. And it's like before that, the world was different. It's almost like we're a different species. It really is.
Yeah, especially when it comes to music, because you go from, you know, that the Beatles are the prime example. They go from stadium songs and songs that they know that they can reproduce in a crowd to songs that they're producing out of a studio in a magic little room that makes sounds, and all they have to do is play, and you get all of this great art. Yeah. And then for whatever reason, the 80s and disco happens, and the entire music scene has been dumbed down.
But basically,
I feel the same way about comics. I think
post 98,
really dumbed down.
Post 98. I mean, I was a bit harsh. There is still some good music out there, just like there's good art out there, good comics out there. But the mainstream, the vast majority of it, and you got to remember that even when they started, like it's like the Beatles became the mainstream. Do you know what I mean? And even in the mainstream in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. You still had huge creativity and huge driving factors, even in the mainstream aspect of all entertainment and creative arts. And now it's just the mainstream. All mainstream is just slop. It's just yuck.
Yeah.
It's only coming from those independent people.
I saw
all of the art is coming out of the same comics, same way. All of the independent, the real creativity is in the independent worker and the independent artist.
Yeah.
You were saying, Glenn? Sorry, didn't mean to.
I saw. I didn't watch it, but I saw it. It came up on the feed thing, on YouTube, and it was some reviewer telling us how Taylor Swift is better than the Beatles.
Those are always amusing.
I thought, well, I'm not going to waste 10 minutes of my life disagreeing with that.
No, I'm not getting those 10 minutes back. Just like, if you want to do that, mate, off you go.
I'll tell you what's really good from my point of view. I'm a big Paul McCartney fan, and I've always thought that John Lennon was just an idiot. And everybody thinks he's this genius because he writes silly words like goo goo kajoo and all that, which is great. But, but if you look, but now they're finally acknowledging McCartney's genius, because when I was 16 in 1971, one of the first albums I bought was Ram. And I thought it was the best thing I'd ever heard. And it's still probably in the top 5 albums. And so that's 50 years ago. So now, at the time, it got slammed because it wasn't Beatles, right?
Which album?
Ram, R-A-M, Ram.
From McCartney?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that a Wings album or just McCartney?
No, it's his second solo album.
Right.
Gotcha.
And I thought it was fantastic because I like Paul McCartney. I like John Lennon as well, but I like Paul McCartney. And he plays every instrument on it, and he writes all the songs, and he does all that. And it's brilliant. And all of a sudden, it got slammed at the time. And all of a sudden, this past couple of years, I've been reading about it, and everybody said what a fantastic album it is. And I thought, well, I've known this for 55 years. It's really good. It really is good.
I'm not the biggest Paul McCartney fan, but I can appreciate him. But I do wish he'd stop.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is that. Yeah. I think they should all stop under 35, shouldn't they? Really? But, yeah,
I do wish he'd stop.
I totally disagree. It's all art. It's all art. Do it until you can't. Do it until you can't. No matter how bad it is. Do it. Even Frank Miller's got some sort of redeeming quality to the stuff that he does.
No, he hasn't. No.
It's just that every once in a while he just holds the brush in his anus. That's all.
Yeah. I saw Paul McCartney in Wings back in 1973, and he was absolutely when he was 30. I think I was about 18, and he was absolutely fantastic. Right. And now I see him and thinking, oh, you should give up. But then again, I think if I hadn't seen him,
would you
I'd be wanting to see him now, even as wouldn't,
Plus, if you hadn't seen him, you wouldn't. If you hadn't seen the artist from that time, you wouldn't realize the quality that's lacking in today's work.
I have to say there is something to be said for modern technology. I did go and see the ABBA thing, which is holographic. The holographic ABBA.
Was it good?
And it wasn't trying to be ABBA. Do you know what I mean? Right. It wasn't trying to replace them. It was almost like a story of ABBA, but just with the music and with some really clever visual effects. Wow. And I have to say, it was the next best thing to actually seeing them, because I was too young to go see them in concert.
Yeah.
And there's talk of a Queen one being done, and I never got to see Queen in concert.
I saw Queen a few times.
I'd love to go and see that. I have to say, I would like to go. And so there are some things that can be done that you can appreciate if they're done. It's like when you do, I suppose if you do a remake, but you do it with passion and creativity, like, I don't know, like The Thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. They didn't try and recreate the movie that The Thing was derived from. They did their own version, but it was still with the original in mind. And it's things like that. You can do it as long as you're sympathetic to the original material. If you just say, "Oh, the original material was rubbish, and we've got to do it better," then you're never gonna do it well. Doing
iRobot and just nicking the title bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. So I think if you do things that are sympathetic to the original, to the source material, it's okay. It's like we've spoken about this before, like the Avengers movie, Captain America, Thor. They weren't perfect comic iterations, but they had the spirit of those comics, and that's why they work. That's why they were so brilliant, and that's why everything's been rubbish since.
And they worked incredibly well as long as you respected the material.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and anyway, I think it's a bit more than just respect to the material, because obviously it's original songs and what have you, and ABBA put their voices to it and all the rest of it. But it was still, it was a great evening. So, and the fact that I wasn't able to see them live, so
yeah,
definitely worth it.
I had a chance to see the real ABBA in 1977.
Really?
Yeah, but I got on a plane and went to the United States instead.
Fair enough.
And now I've been so many times to the States. I wish I'd not gone on that.
Wish I'd gone.
And wish I'd seen ABBA.
But by the time they kind of reached 1980, they were passé, weren't they? And nobody liked them anymore.
I'll tell you, in 1977, when I went to America, I missed so many concerts while I was away, because I was away for a few weeks.
Yeah.
This was like 1 week and then the next week. ABBA, Bob Marley, Alice Cooper, and then there were things like the Stylistics and stuff like that I would have gone to see. But there was about 6 concerts that I would have gone to, but I was
away in America
trying to find that Zimmerman guy, you know.
Yeah.
What? Me?
It's a big place, America, as we all know.
We best turn a page. Been on here a long time.
Either that, or we can put a mark in it. And
we could put a stick in it and do the third one. Yeah.
Let me just say about
wandered off of the conversation anyway.
Yeah. Let me just say about that girl there. The confidence of that outer line of the hair on the first page, third panel.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, he's gone for it, isn't he?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Very good. Yeah, I'll save this for next week, I think.
Yeah, we'll do that. Gives me another week to keep reading, maybe catch up. Sounds good, folks. Let me find something to. Nope, can't use that. There we go. Not kidding. The Externaut, folks. In all of its glory, we'll go through the rest of the book next week.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
We don't have we got a little bit left to go, about a third.
Thanks for PBR.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you, PBR, very much.
Thanks for PBR costing me another 40 quid, but you've just posted there.
That's all right. I've got a story to tell you off the air. So,
okay.
Yeah. See, Spam says you don't get as much content where artists get to talk frankly about their work anymore. It's all marketing script now. Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah.
We love doing this though, Spam. We're here every week. In fact, we're here twice a week. We'll be back on Friday, or not Friday. We'll be back on Sunday. Let me get to that here in a second. Good night. Good night. Yep. Folks, if you enjoyed this program, please hit that like button. Any kind of interaction that you have with any of our programs on any platform only goes to help our algorithm and to get out in front of more eyes. If you love comics, I honestly think you're going to love these podcasts. We've been doing it for a few years now. We are archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. Or if you go over to YouTube and just put in Comics by Night, it's going to pop up. If you go and you put in Sunday Funnies, which is the name of our Sunday program, it'll pop right up. And there's such a wide variety of stuff that we've looked at. I'm sure you can spend a little bit of time, going through and enjoying this stuff as much as we have, bringing it to you. And that's why we do this. We're not, I can't say we're not monetized because the Indie Comics Network is now monetized, but we don't make money off of this outside of the fact of what we learn and glean like you do from looking through taking a closer look at this material. And we deeply appreciate you being here. We know a lot of our audience comes in after the fact, and we appreciate you just as much. So please, and don't think that making a comment or hitting a like isn't going to mean anything, because we see all of that. So go through, leave your likes, or even a thumbs down if you have to. If you hate what we're saying or whatever, if you have to, hit that thumbs down. Any interaction goes to help our visibility. We deeply appreciate it. Russ, please tell folks how they can find you. Or do you need a minute to set up?
No, I'm here.
Right.
Yeah, you can find me at russleach.com. Go there and sign up for the email list. We're on the last page of pencils, so we're going to be going to crowdfunder second week of March, and I would imagine you'll be getting your book start of May. So yeah, go there, russleach.com, sign up for the email list, find out when it's all going to happen.
russleach.com, folks, the Atlantean. Glenn, please tell folks how they can find you.
You'll find me on these programs with Randy and Russ on Fridays and Sundays, and other podcasts as well, every now and again. But mainly, if you go to Amazon, you can find all my books. I've got 12 on there, different subjects, and there's lots of magazines and all kinds of stuff with not all comics related, but other kinds of things as well. So yeah, just put my name in Google and something will pop up.
Yeah. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. I write the Atlantean at the moment, working on an Aniverse Omnibus. The Atlantean, you can find that barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, criticalblast.com, especially any bookstore. If your local bookstore orders books through the Ingram ordering system, they can order the Atlantean. So go over there and get that and enjoy it. Or just be patient, and in March, we will have a catch-up tier on the campaign. And you can catch all 3 volumes and maybe the Shadow Kingdom, where it all started from at the same time. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be over at fundmycomic.com. Like I said before, we look through comics twice a week. We do this Friday morning for Comics by Night. We also do it Sunday mornings for the Sunday Funnies, where we look at some of the more unusual things. This Sunday, we're going to look through this book. I've had a couple of these volumes I've been sitting on ever since I bought them, of Dan Dare.
Ooh.
Pilot of the Future. Frank Hampson.
Yeah.
Artwork. And I believe this book starts at the start of the strip and works its way out from there. You get to, if you haven't seen Dan Dare before, you're in for a real treat. And this artwork is very unbelievable, very unusual for sequential from the U.S. standards, I would say, in that it is all just beautifully painted.
Yeah.
Detail work from the is that late 50s, early 60s?
Yeah. I think for the time it was quite groundbreaking.
Yeah, very much groundbreaking. This is a Dragon's Dream edition that came out in
92 or something, was that one?
Was it? I didn't think it was that recent. 79.
79. Wow.
This edition is copyright Dragon's Dream BV, Dragon's Dream 1979.
Wow.
Yeah, first edition in this format. Design and production by Martin Dean. Research by James Slattery. Special thanks to, and on. Folks, it's the man from nowhere. Coming up on Sunday, Dan Dare.
Pilot of the Future.
Pilot of the Future. Great, great stuff. Again, folks, we deeply appreciate you stopping by. We do this because we love it, and we're inspired by it, and it has helped our artwork and our craft. The more you look at this stuff, and that it's just so much fun. We're going to keep doing it until we can't do it any longer. So hope you'll join us and comment, look at our archives, and enjoy what we do. All right. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Let's hit that button. There we go. I think that's it, folks. Go visit your local retailer. Don't. This art form is so great. Go back and look at your old collection. Remind yourself of these comics that that helped you escape in your youth. And go online, tell people about it. Don't be afraid to talk positively about comics. Those silly internets doesn't have to be all trolling and negativity.
No.
And we're here to entertain. We're here to help people escape. And now, Lord knows, we need it as much as you can find anymore, especially of quality material. And that's what we like going through. That's what we like looking at. It's the really high class quality material. And you're going to see a lot more variety, a lot more great comics coming along. Beck and not Beck. We'll look at Barks. Carl Barks here soon. Vaughn Baudet. Maybe a little bit of Gilbert Shelton eventually. We'll get some fabulous Furry Freak Brothers in here. Will Eisner perhaps next month because it's his birthday month. They kind of have March set aside for Will Eisner.
Okay.
A lot more great stuff coming, folks. So, and if you have a suggestion of things that you want us to look at, definitely get in contact with us. We'd love to hear your suggestions about what we need to look at. I think that's it. Is that it?
And then hopefully we'll get around to some European artists as well. Like Cam Kennedy and all these people.
Yeah, Daniel Torres. I think he's Belgian, right? Daniel Torres.
I don't know where he's from.
Oh, there you go. If you haven't seen Rocco Vargas.
No.
Oh, okay. Good stuff on the way, folks. One of these days, I'm going to go through all those back issue boxes and show you Reed Fleming, the world's toughest milkman.
No relation.
You never know. You got to read the comic. We'll read through the comic when I find it, and you'll have to decide for yourself, especially Reed Fleming's attitude. So,
oh, right. Okay.
He kind of looks like Jack Nicholson.
That's been said of me.
Yeah, there you go. All right, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. Deeply appreciate you being here. See you on the next one. Tell your friends. Go visit your local comic shops. Please leave this industry in better shape than what you found it. Please. Spread the love.
That's what done you.
We'll see everybody soon. Take care, everyone.
See ya.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with theory.
Hi, y'all. It's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is Pikachu. Oh no, baby, did you fall and scrape your knee? Come over here so I can get a Pikachu.
In the time before Atlantis sank, when the lands of this world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny, seizing his place as a king. After defending his throne and learning the devastating truth of the Serpent Kingdom and its deadly cults, King Kull in his right hand ruled the Spear Slayer, make a solemn vow to hunt down and destroy the hidden empire of these serpent demons. These are the tales of those journeys. This is the Atlantean. Tales inspired by the brilliance of Robert E. Howard, featuring his first barbarian characters as introduced in the pages of his classic tale, The Shadow Kingdom. Each volume contains beautifully painted covers and around 50 pages of original black and white art and story, featuring classic sword and sorcery adventures you don't want to miss. Join us on these epic adventures and sign up now for news with the email list at russleach.com. Bring your axe and prepare for battle.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready! My nipples are always hard.
What?
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.